Welcome, everybody. Advocate Kids for Justice Paralegal School. We provide the tools, you do the work. I'm Coach Neighbors. In tonight's video, I'm rolling out the Restructured Property Tax Challenge package. Now, I'm going to cut to the chase. We all know the property tax extortion scheme is illegal. We all know the taxes are not apportioned as mandated by the state constitution. We all know the attorneys register your property deed in their county recorder's office and take control of your property. There is no law that mandates homeowners must register their property deed in anybody's office. The registration of that deed is what allows the first illegal lien to be placed on your property. Most folks have no idea what that first illegal lien is. So I'm going to share that with you real quick. The first illegal lien is the mortgage lien, and here's why. If there were several people that own property, all of the owners would have to be present to sign, right? Yep, so the fact that the alleged lender accepted your signature on the mortgage lien proves you own the property already. Do you smell stink? Now, I have what you need to attack this illegal property tax extortion scheme. Check out my website at winningcourtnow.com and take a look at the legal options that you have available for you for not only this property tax problem, but also for judicial and non-judicial foreclosure, third marriage dissolution package, where you can get divorced without the other party's signature. I have some really cool stuff on that website, so you guys go over and check it out. Don't go any further. I want to let you guys know I'm going to open up that property tax package and show you guys the document, the front of it, what it looks like inside of it. We're going to talk about it a little bit. I'm going to show you the package and all the documents that you get when you invest in this package. Before we get started on that, I want to touch on how this problem got started. Real estate deed fraud. Real estate deed fraud is the beginning of not only the property tax, but also the mortgage fraud. Real estate deed fraud. The state law mandates that your property deed is supposed to be delivered to you after the sale, and that acceptance is not conveyed until your property deed is delivered to you. But that's not what they do. Attorneys do what they call their constructive delivery, and they register your property deed in their office. They illegally make a fake copy of the security to send you to make you think you're in control, and the whole time they have your deed in their office, and that registration allows the first illegal lien to be placed against your property, and then subsequent liens after that. Now, I restructured the challenge property tax lawsuit package to address the real estate deed fraud. That's huge. I also restructured the package to state a claim for relief, just like the attorneys want it to be. And once I did that, it is total fire. And I'm also thinking, after I look at it, I've been working way too hard, because it was real easy to structure it to state a claim. And it's very clear on what you're saying, who did what, and whole ball of wax. I have several videos on my YouTube channel that teach you how to state a claim for relief. If you're a pro se litigant or you're a paralegal entrepreneur helping other people, you might want to go and check those out. I have over 350 legal training videos that show you real-time tips that we have learned. If you're a paralegal, helping others, or just a homeowner struggling with this problem and wanting to get the best advice available for your situation. So go to my YouTube channel. I also have 26 instructional videos and instructional video playlists. If you invest in a lawsuit package on my website, you will need to review the instructional video that's only found in the instructional video playlist. So if you go to my YouTube channel, you can search for the instructional video playlist, and you can pull up that list of instructional videos. I also have the link to the instructional video playlist on my website front page. So all you have to do is click on it. Now, like I said in the beginning, CTC, we're going to cut to the chase. I'm going to open up, do a share my screen, and show you guys what the lawsuit package looks like. And we're going to show you guys what it looks like. This is what it looks like when you invest in one of my lawsuit packages. This zip file will download to the email address that's connected to your credit card payment. Now, when you click on the file once, it opens up to this, and then you have to double click it again. While you double clicked on it, you double click it again. And these are all the documents that you're going to get in this packet. Now, the first document we're going to start out with is the main one, Challenge Property Tax Lawsuit. And we're just going to show you guys a little bit of it. So you can see here, you want to caption it for state court. If you're filing it as a counterclaim, if you're filing it in your federal case, you want to go ahead and leave it this way. The main thing that you need to do is get this filed in federal court. Once you get it filed in federal court, you can set yourself up to do the rest of the things. Without it being filed in federal court, you're exposed. If you have a court case already, then you would want to file this as a counterclaim in that court case after you add the judge and the state and the attorney to it. Now, if you're facing foreclosure eviction or the eviction process, you're about to get pushed off the edge of the cliff, you don't have time for this. If you're in the eviction process, then you have to file it in federal court first, and then you need to get it filed in state court. And you need to add the eviction court judge and the eviction state and all those parties to it. That's the only way we found to interrupt the eviction process is to file in state court, because if you only file in federal court's too far away. So they're on the phone to each other, hey, give us a couple more weeks before you do anything in federal court, and we'll get these people in the eviction process, and that's pretty much what they're doing. So this is what it looks like. You're going in for these problems that we mentioned here. And you can put whatever you want on here. That should be in red. So this is your bring your complaint for conspiracy to commit real estate defraud, violation of 810 U.S.C. Section 241 and 242, deprivation of rights under color of law, conspiracy against rights, and violation of the IRS code. That's a mouthful, but we can say it. Here we have, I went out of my way, since the federal court tries very, very diligently to get you kicked out of there for lack of jurisdiction. I went out of my way to explain here all of the reasons that I could come up with. And there's a few why federal court has jurisdiction. And at the end of the day, the main one is that the state is the real party foreclosing on your property, and the state is paying the judge. And I'm pretty sure the judge gets a pension from the state along with a 401k, probably a new car. Okay, I'm not sure about the car part, but use your head. So here we go, and these are the factual allegations. Now, I restructured this package, all of my packages, to state a claim for relief, just like the attorneys want you to do it. And they having a real hard time with that package that we sent in my sister's case. So factual allegations here. We just want to show you a couple of them that you're bringing to the table. And this last one down here is current property tax collection system is in violation of the Constitution, as the taxes are not apportioned among the several states. See Article 1, Section 2, Clause 3, Section 1, Article 1, Section 9, Clause 4. That's the Constitution where it states that our private property is not supposed to be taxed. And if they are taxed, the tax is supposed to be split up so everybody's paying the same amount. That's the way it's supposed to be. But it's not. So we all know that. So what the hell are we going to do about it? Well, we're going to do this about it. Now I'm going to just skip down to page 6, where we get to the scheme to defraud. And you can see here that we're not pulling any punches. The plaintiff's real property was reclassified without his or her permission. That should be in red, because all the red font is what you change and nothing else, for the sole purpose of taxation. And there's no law that requires private owners to record their private property in the county recorder's office. And then this one's kind of interesting. When the defendant placed their property document of title in their records, the attorney created a constructive quasi-trust on the assumption that their state corporation has an interest in the plaintiff's land and now control the plaintiff's property rights, such as possession, etc. The plaintiff is forced to pay annual property taxes in return for the benefits. Yeah, but I put a lot of homework in this. So that is going to be the bomb, and I cannot wait to see what they have to say about it. Now let's take a look at another document in the package. Here we have the jurisdictional challenge, and we never used that. I just added it in there in case you're already in court. If by the time you found us, you're already in court and they're trying to take your stuff, then we put this in here so you can use it if you need to. Now this is a letter that I put together. This is a notice of claim letter, and it's basically kind of it's kind of the lawsuit, the property tax lawsuit, but it's in kind of a letter format to let you know what the real problem is and what you're going to do about it. Now, the goal here is to send them the letter and give them plenty of time if you're not facing eviction. If you're not about to get pushed off the cliff, the goal here is to give them plenty of time because they never had their butts slapped around like, I can say that, right? They're saying no. They never had their butts slapped around like they're about to have if you invest in this package and do the slapping with the package, do the package slapping, the slapping pack. My legal team's over there looking at me funny, so we better move on. You actually have, this is the same thing, it's just on a nice letterhead, and you can put it on your own letterhead. It's better to put it on your own letterhead, so I'm sending you the file I sent you before, where it's just in the plain thing, it's not in any different fields. Because if you don't know how to use these fields, sometimes it can be very complicated trying to get all of your, but this is what it looks like in a letterhead from my computer. I also put together the civil cover sheet answers and connected them with the numbers over here, so you'll have an idea. Now, it works out a lot better to do all this stuff at home without them in your face and trying to persuade you to do things. Because I'll tell you this, when you're filing your stuff, you don't want to listen to them. You need to think about it this way. Bar members or the clerk or want to be bar members or current bar members before bar members, after bar members, or current or want to be bar members, the way to tell if they're lying is to see if their mouth's moving. If their mouth's moving, I think they're lying. There you go. I said I think. But don't trust them. Do your own homework. Affidavit template is pretty much self-explanatory. Now, this is like the affidavit of state citizenship thing. A lot of people get themselves tripped up on this, overthinking it. You need to understand this is to let them know you're not a U.S. citizen. Okay, so if you're from another planet or another country or whatever, then that's what you would put. Your goal is to let them know you're not a U.S. citizen, which is a citizen of the federal government, because nobody can be a U.S. citizen because nobody can be born in a fake corporation. So there you go. I said it. This is the kind of stuff that attorneys don't want to talk about. And this is your affidavit of state citizenship. Now, don't waste any time trying to get this in their face before you get your lawsuit filed in federal court and before you get your counterclaim or lawsuit filed in state court if you have a state court case, because it's not going to help you. All you're doing is wasting your time. This document is designed more to help you after you get this stuff shoved in their face and they start harassing you. This gives you pretty much qualified immunity. If you complete this process, the process of filling out the application for the Postal Service application and complete this process, then you'll have diplomatic immunity. And when they run your and I would give them that if they want to know who you are, so they can run it and you'll come back on the other side of things where they're not allowed to bother you unless you injured someone or damaged their property. Now, this motion for sanctions is really badass. And what we do is we use this. This is like a mini lawsuit inside of the lawsuit. And you file this against the judge because the judge is litigating a baseless case. And you add the attorney to this because the attorney is supposed to do, or the prosecutor. We have a package for the prosecutor. And the prosecutor is supposed to do a reasonable pre-filing investigation before they do this stuff, and they never do. The sanction is only against the bar members, pretty much. That's the best way to use it. And usually I would wait and not file all of this at the same time. You want to punch them in the face nice and slow. I'm getting there with your documents. Okay, you don't need to file everything at once. When you do that, they know you're scared and they can smell the fear. Or when you're driving to the stinking courthouse, they can smell the fear 2 blocks away, okay? I told the lady one day that when you're talking in court, you need to, even if you have to read the stuff from your phone, you need to speak up because you want to make sure you're talking loud enough where they can't hear your legs shaking under the table. And she looked at me and she said, "Are you making fun of me?" I was like, "No, ma'am, I'm not making fun of you. I'm talking from experience. Now, I'm like 6'7", so my knees are almost to the top of the table. They might be over the table, I don't know, but they're closer to the top of the table than yours. And that's how I know that we need to do that. I haven't been always, talking crap. Okay, well, let me rephrase that. Yeah, I have been always talking crap, but my knees were shaking a few times. I ain't even gonna lie, but they don't now, because we got something for them. Now, this is really cool, the notice of removal document. We use this to remove the state process over to federal court. This can be used to move any state process over to federal court, or you could move the state process over to federal court just by paying the $400. That's what my sister did. She moved their foreclosure over to federal court and paid the $400, and they were totally screwed. You'd be amazed at how much power you have, but people don't know how to use it. So that's what you're learning up in here, and you're learning on my YouTube channel and on my website. You're going to learn how to use it. So this notice of removal, you would add a file stamp copy of what you have in state court to this, and remove the state court process to be connected to your federal case. And there's a video on this. You should go and watch the video on removal, how to remove your case, and just search that on my YouTube channel and watch those videos so you know what to do. Because I'm going to tell you, they're going to look at you like, what the hell? What? I never heard of this. Tell them that it doesn't matter. My legal team is on top of things. So if you could please complete those tasks so that this is done. I need to get over to the federal court so I can finish kicking these people's. I wasn't going to say that. So you can finish kicking these people in the face. Anyway. And this document here, we have a lot of fun with. I demand to strike the attorney notice of appearance because the attorney can't represent himself in court. Document to strike the attorneys from the record. It's never worked because the judge is always in the attorney's pocket. The attorney's in the judge's pocket. Sorry, somebody's in somebody's pocket, okay? I'm just saying. But we like to have fun with this. And that's one of the things that I'll tell you when you get in my program is that you're gonna learn how to have some fun. If you guys are facing this problem, you need to get over there and take a look at the options that you have on my website at winningcourtnow.com, and also over to my YouTube channel and take a look at the free videos that we're offering there, the free legal training videos that you have available to you to help you with various legal problems. So you don't have to waste your money on hiring an attorney to throw you under the bus in the end. Thank you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video.